We are going to learn how this purse is being made. This purse is very simple. You can do it, but it will depend on you. You're going to learn it step by step how it's been made. We're going to make the video in 3 sessions. The first part, the second part, and the third part. The first part will be dealing with how this template is being cut, how to work out with the templates. So when we finish with the template, then we learn how to fix the parts. And after that, we sew it. Alright. So we'll be learning how to cut a template of this purse. That will be our first session of the video. And after that, after cutting the template with our manila card, we will cut our letter. So for the tools, we'll be having our cutter and our scissors. Depending on how you want to cut, you will need the cutter or the scissors. It will depend on how you want to work with it. And then for the marking out of the designs and other things, you can use your pen or you can use the tailor's chalk, any color of it can be. And then you need a straight edge. It needs to be a metal rule because you're going to use a cutter to cut. And then when you use a plastic rule, maybe you may cut the rule itself and then you need a tape measure for taking measurements. So this is our purse. Let's say you are having a purse there, it may be an old purse or anything. How do I take the dimensions of this? How do I take the measurement of this? First, you need to measure the length of your purse before the height of it. So you can use either your centimeters side or your inches side. A tape measure is made up of 2 sections. 8 inches is the same as 20 centimeters here. You check here, we have the side here. For purse, for bags, this side is called the gusset. The gusset too, you need to measure the height of it. So all you need to do is you're going to measure the gusset from just the end of here to here, giving us 9 centimeters. For the gusset. Alright, so now let's cut out our parts. Alright, so this is the dimensions. We have our length 20, our height 28, and the gusset, the height is 9 centimeters. Alright. So how do I take this height and length on paper? Remember, it's going to be in the form of a rectangle. Or is my pencil? It's going to be in the form of a rectangle. And as we all know, rectangles are having this shape. So if the longer side is 28 centimeters, the shorter one will be 20 centimeters. That's how it's going to work. So how am I going to do it? How am I going to cut? So we now have the full rectangle of our purse. But when you look at the purse, we are having inside pocket in it with a zip here fixed in it. So we need to cut that thing out. It's going to be the same height as the gusset, but the length is also going to be the same length of the purse. So I can just take my measurement from this section to get it. So all I have to do is just take my tape measure again, So these are the parts. We have the mini press, we have the gusset, then the press itself. So if you don't want any trouble, you can get your boards so that you cut it. You can get your board. So I'm having the pattern here with a board on. I'm having the pattern here with a board on. So I'm going to use that one. Having the pattern here, the board on. So if you don't want any trouble, you can use this one. So that when you are cutting, you have a firm side to prevent any off cutting, off laying and other things. You're having the dimensions on it. The purse itself, the gusset with a dimension 9 by 10, and then the mini purse 20 by 9 centimeters. So this is our leather. If you are going to mark out your work, we don't mark out here. No, we mark out at the off side of it. We mark it out at the off side of it. And then always remember that for leather works, if you want to be a great leather worker, you need to know how to manage your work, manage your material, and manage your time very, very well. Check your tools too, and you'll be greater. So you take your press, you just shape to the edge of it to prevent wastage of material. You take your tailor's chalk, mark it out, mark it out, mark it out. So that's it. You take this one, mark it out, mark it out, mark it out. For purse, the mini purse, you're going to mark 2. You're going to mark the real purse 2, and then the gusset you're going to mark 2. So we do the same here. And the reason why I'm marking purse to purse is that it depends on the design at the back so that it will match. Mark it out. Mark it out. Then we are here too. Mark it out. Mark it out. You get your gusset, same thing. Now this is it. We have all our markings and everything secured and ready. Now let's cut our material out. So we are having 2 of this, 2 of the gusset, and 2 of the mini press. This will be all for today. We'll be continuing, if God permits, next time. So if you want to still follow me, you can follow, you can like, you can share, you can comment, anything, any challenges that you face, you can let me know so that I'll check on it and then I'll also give you the answer. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.